Hey guys, this is Yoda. In this video, we'll talk about how to prepare your Tempests before every key as an Enhanced Shaman. So, things you need to know are Tempest stacks don't reset, Tempest Gauge doesn't reset, Maelstrom Weapon doesn't reset, and Awakening Storms does reset. And also, if you Ascendance before the key, you will gain Maelstrom. So how do we take the most advantage of this? So first, while we're waiting for everyone to show up to the key, or once everyone's showed up, they can still wait for you to build, I guess, but ideally you do this while you're waiting for everyone to show up. You're gonna build to 30 plus gauge. You can go to like, I usually try to get like 35 plus, but if you go higher, like sometimes the gauge is a little bit off and then you accidentally spawn dogs to rebuild again, so it's annoying. Okay, so once you have 35 gauge, you want to click off any Maelstrom weapon stacks. Right now I have 0, and you want to cast 0 stack chain lightning, 0 Maelstrom chain lightnings until you proc Awakening Storms to 2. Okay, so I proc to 2. Now we're basically ready for the countdown. So this is where you click yes on the ready check. Then once everyone clicks yes, you say, okay, I'm gonna initiate the process. And now you're gonna start casting chain lightning. By the way, if you're playing Flowing Spirits and your chain lightning spawns a lightning dog, then that lightning dog will generate Maelstrom, which will throw off your gauge. So you have to wait for the dog to despawn, click off the Maelstrom, and then resume chain lightning. So now we're gonna chain lightning until we get this proc, and then you'll have one Tempest ready, 35, and you say, okay, I'm ready. You count down 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, you push Ascendance, then the key goes in the hole. Now the key's in the hole, and we're going to Healing Surge ourselves to get to 2 stacks with 30 seconds left. You can do one more Healing Surge, so you have 2 stacks and 15. Then you start the next pull with 10 Maelstrom, 2 stacks of Tempest, and 15 gauge. Now, it is possible to be a little bit more degenerate. You could have 2 stacks and 35 gauge, but it's a little bit harder to get. You have to wait for perfect timing on your procs before you start the dungeon. It's not worth the time, in my opinion. So that's how it goes usually. Now in some dungeons, the first pull isn't for quite a while. So the conditions for this are you kind of have to cast Tempest within 30 seconds, and that means the first pull needs to start within 10 seconds of the gate opening. If that's not true in the dungeon you're in, for instance in Arakara, then instead you would hold your first Healing Surge until your Tempest is about to run out, and then you would refresh it from 35 gauge to 2 Tempest stacks, and then you would be able to start the next pull with 2 Tempest stacks and 0 gauge, or 5 gauge, whatever it is, which is also perfectly acceptable. Now, if you don't want to make your group wait for you, you don't want to deal with this, there's an alternative way to build. This is what I would do. You would build to 35 or 30, whatever, and 10 Maelstrom. So you would just AFK like this, targeting your target dummy. And then once they do a pull 10, you just walk away from it, and then it's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, whatever. Then you Healing Surge yourself and you push Ascendance. And then that's how you start the key. You have 1 Tempest ready and 30 gauge, which is roughly 20 to 25 gauge behind if you did your own countdown, which is kind of whatever. It's honestly fine for most pugs. But yeah, that's how I start every key as Enhanced Shaman. Thank you all for watching. Peace out.